to do the back page. Is that true from Friday? I think that's what we had said. All right, so if you recall, we are completing the square. Completing the square means you are solving for what x is equal to. And sometimes what x is equal to becomes something kind of weird because you have like 3 plus or minus square root 2, things like that. And that's okay. Those answers are legitimate answers in math. Okay? So problem number 11, you want to get the value that doesn't have an x or a letter tagged to it, and you want to move it to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 8. So my first move here is going to be this. And I'm going to leave a space. But notice it's now a negative 8. Agree? All right. So as you come down, make your set of parentheses, x. The sign comes down. What's half of 6? 3. What is 3 squared? 9. So you add 9 on the right side and the left side. Do the little bit of arithmetic. Nice thing is this one will work out nicely. Don't forget the plus minus. So the square root of 1 this day is going to be 1. Huh? It's tilted somewhat towards you guys. My projector stopped working, so I had to do something. All right. So I'm going to get 3 plus or minus 1. Hey, are those problems, can I work out 3 plus or minus 1? Does that come out to whole numbers? I had it tilted a little bit more, but it might have got pushed in. Letter view. All right. So 3 plus or minus 1 gives me 2 answers. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 3 minus 1 is 2. Those are my 2 solutions. Okay? In fact, when we start graphing this in the very last unit, that would be where it crosses the x-axis. So problem number 12, we're going to add 9 to both sides because we do the opposite. Leave a space. Make your set of parentheses, quantity squared. The sign that's in front of the x term comes down. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1, so plus 1 plus 1. So I get to 10. Root both sides. Don't forget the plus minus. So I get plus or minus root 10. Root 10, let's see, 4 and 9 won't go into it, so we're going to leave it as root 10. So I'm going to go ahead and add 1 to both sides. So I'm going to get 1 plus or minus root 10. Okay? Square root 10 is like 3 point something. Some decimal goes on forever. So you'd go 1 plus 3 point decimal and 1 minus 3 point decimal. Okay? And again, that's where it's going to cross the x-axis. 13, move the 20 over. It's no longer going to be a negative 20. It's going to be a positive 20. Set your parentheses up. The sign in front of the x value comes down. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So I get to there. Root. Don't forget the plus minus. And then root 24 will break down to what? Excuse me. Which one of those perfect squares times something else? 6 and 4. Cool. So, excuse me. 4 and 6. 4 is the perfect square, so square root of 4 is 2, so I get this. Subtract 2 from both sides. So again, that is a legitimate answer. Okay, square root 6 is like 2 point something. And then you go times 2, and then go negative 2 plus that, and negative 2 minus that. And that would give you approximate. 14, I'm going to move the 72 over by adding it to both sides. Set up your set of parentheses. The sign in front of the x value comes down. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I get there. 72 plus 9 is 81. 81 special at all? It's perfect square. So I'm going to go root. Don't forget the plus minus. Square root of 81 is? Okay. And don't forget the plus minus. So I'm going to go 3, add 3 to both sides. So 3 plus 9 is 12. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. There's my 2 answers. And again, those would be where they cross the x-axis. Those, If I were to take those values and plug it in for x, the item on the left side would become 0. Number 15, subtract the positive 1, so you get negative 1 over here. Set your parentheses up. So I get x, that sign comes down, half of 10 is 5, 5 squared is 25, add 25 to both sides. So I'm going to get to 24, root, don't forget plus minus. And root 24 we just did, we said it was 4 and 6. Square root of 4 is 2. So I'm going to get plus or minus 2 root 6. And then add 5 to both sides. So 5 plus or minus 2 root 6. Okay, real goofy type of thing to think about. There was a movie that came out that was called Hidden Figures. You guys know the movie I'm talking about? Phones away, please. So Hidden Figures basically figured this out. Let's say this was Earth. They wanted to figure out how could you launch a rocket up and then come back down, and where would it come back down? So this is called a parabolic. Now the problem with the parabolic is Earth is rotating. It's rotating around its axes, and it's also rotating through space. So at a certain amount of time, as you're coming up in a rocket, the Earth is moving considerably, both rotationally this way and moving around the sun. It's also moving throughout space. But what they did in Hidden Figures is they were able to show exactly where the rocket, because the rocket, when it comes back down, basically is free falling, and then a parachute opens to slow it down. But they were able to determine exactly where that rocket, when they shot it up. Well, the nice thing is this dot here and this dot here, those are our answers, the 3 plus or minus square root 2 and things like that. Those are the answers to that problem. That's what they were working on in the movie. Okay, so just a little cheap knowledge for you. All right, 16, I'm going to add the 5 to both sides. Okay, so it moves over. Set up your parentheses. There's a minus sign. Half of 2 is 1, half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So I get to 6. Root. You get a plus minus on that. 6 will not break down. 6 just stays as that. Add 1 to both sides, so I get 1 plus or minus root 6. Okay? Everybody good? We've seen this quite a few days now. Yes, I realized last week was kind of goofy, wasn't it? Kind of messed up with our schedules of school, but hey, we made it work. 17, subtract 19 from both sides, so you get a negative 19 on the right side. You're going to bring that sign straight down. Quantity squared, half of 20 is 10. 10 squared is 100. So add 100 to both sides. So negative 19 plus 100 gives me 81. Is there anything special about that 81, my friends? It's a perfect square. Square root of 81 is what? 9. So you're going to subtract 10. So negative 10 plus 1 is negative 1. Negative 10 minus 9 is negative 19. And last but surely not least, add 31. Leave the space. Set up your parentheses. Middle sign comes down. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Root, don't forget plus minus. And then root 32. Does root 32 break down to one of those blue perfect squares? See, 25 doesn't work. Does 16 work? Yeah, 16 times 2. What's the square root of 16? 4. Vape alarm's going crazy. All right, we're going to add 1 to both sides. And my friends, that is what it looked like. All right, so let me pause. I need Yeah. I need worksheet 8.7. This would have been given to you on Tuesday last week. I need worksheet 8.8. And this is just the back. So I'm going to collect both of those. And then I'm going to give you worksheet 8.9 that we are going to work on here in a few minutes. Okay? What is half of 6? 3. Is the sign going to be positive or negative? Positive. Okay, because that's positive, that has to be the same. What is 3 squared? 9 added to 91 is 100. Am I ready to root it? Square root of 100. Subtract 3 from both sides. Does this work out, or should I leave it like that? I don't see a radical, so I think it'll work out. Negative 3 plus 10, 7. Negative 3 minus 10, negative 13. We've been doing this quite a bit of time, right? All right. Let's see where we're at. Let's try these last 4. Talk to me on number 7. What should I do first? Add the 83. Leave the space, right? Half of 16 is? What's the sign? Plus 8 squared. Add 64, add 64. So that's going to give me 7. That's going to give me 147. Root. 147 will break down to, what do you think? I think 49. Will someone go 147 divided by 49 for me? $147 divided by 49. 3. Cool. It did work. All right. Square root of 49 is 7, so I get 7 root 3. Don't forget the plus minus on those. So subtract 8, so you get negative 8 plus minus 7 root 3. So the last 2 questions will be similar to these that we're working. Okay? We'll have time to go over some of these tomorrow as well. All right. First step on number 8. Add 50. Leave a space. What's my sign in the parentheses? It's minus, because that's a minus. It has to match. Half of 10. 5 squared. Add 25, add 25. So you get 75. Root, plus minus. Does root 75 break down to one of those perfect squares times something else? 25 and 3. Square root 25 is 5. Add 10 or add 5. Leave your answer with the radical in it. Totally fine. So things I'm looking at on these problems. Did you remember the plus minus? A lot of you are like, oh, I'm just gonna, it's not really gonna do it. And all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I missed a point. Last 2 I'm gonna work. So do what first? Minus 54. Make the parentheses. What's my sign in the parentheses? Yep, it matches up. Half of 18. 9 squared. 81. All right, 81 minus 54. Is it 33? Might be. Hang on, I gotta do it. Let's see, that's gonna be what, 7? 37. Cool. Close. I like that. Ballparking it. I like it. All right, 37. I don't think 37 has a 25, a 16, a 9, or a 4 that goes into it. Root. Don't forget the plus minus. Add 9 to both sides. There's your answer. All right. Somebody talk to me. First step. Subtract 21. Leave that space. What's my next step? Parentheses. Go beyond. What's the sign? What's the number? Half of 10 is 5. What's 5 squared? Add 25 to that side. Oh, this one's going to work out nice. Root. Don't forget the plus minus. What's special about root 4? Perfect squares. Square root of 4. So subtract 7. Should I leave it like that? Or is there a better answer? You're going to go negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. All right. Friends, we will have tomorrow small 4-question quiz on your own. Okay? Dealing with this stuff. I need you to finish 11 through, how much? 18? That's not too bad. You have the rest of the period to work on this. Get it done. See if you can figure it out. Okay? Talk to me if you need more help. We can help you.